Pisces, feel the air change. A feeling of heaviness, a dense fog, has insisted on hovering, hasn't it? A veil of uncertainty has covered their recent days, leaving a quiet uneasiness. You noticed a shaking, a cave-in, something that seemed essential falling apart, perhaps even falling at your feet. Make no mistake, this event is not a fluke. It is the beginning of something immense, a direct message to his sensitive soul, a harbinger of metamorphosis. This moment is an invitation you can't refuse, a chance for rebirth. The vibration that surrounds you now is a call to your purest essence. That which has fragmented makes room. Get ready for a transformative turn, a new dawn. Your life is about to redefine itself. To seal this process of awakening and anchoring this revitalizing energy, I invite you to affirm with me, I, Pisces, embrace transformation and be reborn stronger every day. Feel the force of these words resonate within you. Repeat them out loud if you can, and in order for the universe to hear your clear intent, record this mantra in the comments. Your active participation is a crucial step. The revelation that awaits him is not a mere promise, but the plot of a new existence that unfolds. Follow along, because the outcome will bring the deepest of understandings. Pisces, feel the air change. A feeling of heaviness, a dense fog, has insisted on hovering, hasn't it? A veil of uncertainty has covered their recent days, leaving a quiet uneasiness. You noticed a shaking, a cave-in, something that seemed essential falling apart, perhaps even falling at your feet. Make no mistake, this event is not a fluke. It is the beginning of something immense, a direct message to his sensitive soul, a harbinger of metamorphosis. That visible disturbance around you, or the one you felt indirectly, is the starting point for your own revolution. This moment is an invitation you can't refuse, a chance to rebirth your most authentic essence. The vibration that surrounds you now is a call to your purest expression. What has fragmented makes room for a more solid, more yours foundation. Get ready for a transformative turn, a new dawn. Your life is about to redefine itself in ways you can't yet imagine, freeing you from invisible moorings. To seal this process of awakening and anchoring this revitalizing energy that begins to pulsate, I invite you to affirm with me, with total conviction, I, Pisces, embrace the transformation and be reborn stronger every day. Feel the force of these words resonate within you. Repeat them out loud if you can. And in order for the universe to hear your clear intent and see your commitment, record this mantra in the comments. Your active participation is a crucial step. The revelation that awaits him is not a mere promise, but the plot of a new existence that unfolds. Follow along, because the outcome will bring the deepest of understandings. That instant of breakdown that you witnessed or felt, Pisces, was not just an isolated event, a casual incident. There is a precise connection between what has fallen apart and the unique opportunity that now presents itself to you. This is a cosmic synchronicity, a precise alignment of events for your growth. Your compassionate nature sometimes leads you to hold back on what is gone, on past attachments, on ties that have become a burden, impeding the natural flow. The time has come to loosen these anchors, to allow the current of life to carry you to unimpeded waters, to a future with lightness and clarity. What may have seemed like a collapse, a loss, is actually a vast opening. It is not a divine judgment or a punishment, but rather a release for your soul that longs to fly freely. Imagine yourself letting go of everything that prevented you from moving forward. See in this experience the invitation to an authentic process of renewal, where you redefine your own limits and discover a latent force that has always been present, but perhaps dormant. This situation is a catalyst for your personal power of reinvention. It is the chance to let go of what no longer serves you, making room for the new, for your own expansion. Every drop of water that flows freely illustrates its ability to adapt and renew. Allow yourself to be that water in constant motion. In understanding this deep interconnectedness, Pisces, the next crucial step is to turn your gaze inward. It is your turn to see yourself with total honesty, to recognize the unwavering resilience that resides in your spirit, your intrinsic ability to shape your own path, to be the architect of your journey. Your inner strength is not a mirage. It is the foundation for all that is to come. This is its greatness, waiting to be fully recognized and used. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, does not stop sending you messages. Learn how to decipher them. Notice the sighs in your dreams, the repetitive patterns in numbers, those coincidences that make you stop to think and reflect. Pay attention to the subtle changes in your body, the sensations that guide you, like a whisper coming from within. Each of these elements are beacons, guides for its evolution. Your intuition is an inner beacon, a compass that directs you to the truth, to your true purpose. Trust that silent voice that echoes in your deepest being, even if it takes you down unexpected paths. She is your most faithful ally on this journey of rediscovery. Observe yourself without filter, without any judgment. Every perception, every little detail is a valuable piece of the puzzle of your new existence. This self-awareness is the key to unlocking the next steps and acting wisely. Now that your inner compass points to self-awareness, Pisces, it's crucial to direct that clarity to the central figure of this event, the person who experienced the fall. Who is she to you truly? An echo of the past that refuses to dissipate, a bond from which you feel unable to untie yourself, someone you felt the imperative need to protect, to carry the problems, to save at any cost. Or perhaps is she a direct reflection of an old version of herself, the one who always put herself in the background for the well-being of others, who prioritized the happiness of others above her own? The intense connection you feel isn't random. It reveals patterns rooted in their way of relating. It is vital to question the exhausting dynamics you have sustained. Why does this person still take up so much space in your energy, in your thoughts, and in your attention? Is there an old programming of giving yourself excessively, of forgetting yourself for the sake of the other, of carrying emotional burdens that were never yours? This is the decisive moment to dismantle these worn-out constructions. Free yourself from imposed expectations, both external and those you have created yourself, often out of habit or a distorted sense of loyalty. The time has come to break with the cycle of personal sacrifice that only diminishes it. Your own evolution, your expansion, requires you to put yourself first, not out of selfishness, but out of self-preservation, out of a self-love that is fundamental to your emotional health. You deserve to have your energy and your deepest longings respected and nurtured. Prioritize your well-being, your most authentic dreams, your inner peace above any distraction. This break, this apparent disorder, is an irresistible invitation for you to take back control of your own narrative. Leave behind the supporting role and become, finally, the empowered protagonist of your story. Allow yourself to be free and light. This is your chance to rewrite the script for a fuller life that is more aligned with your true self. Fish, get ready. The deepest understanding of all that has been happening is about to be revealed, a knowing that will reshape your perception of truly loving, of fully trusting, and of how you build each pillar of your own existence. The fall that he witnessed up close, or that he felt resonating around him, was not a mere isolated event, an accident along the way. It was the essential opening, the prelude to an understanding that would radically transform the landscape of your emotional and relational life. It is not a message for superficial consolation to calm the passing storm, but rather a practical guide, a detailed map for your own ultimate personal revolution. This is not an invitation to lament, melancholy, or victimhood. It is an urgent call for your most authentic courage, for your innate ability to face the truth, no matter how challenging or impactful it may initially seem. It is time to remain fully present, to absorb every word, every insight that unfolds, for each one of them contains a fragment of your new reality. Understand that the need for this turnaround was intrinsic to your evolutionary path, an inevitable and crucial step for your individual progress. What is being revealed now is a powerful key to unlocking your true strength and your highest purpose. Each piece of this great puzzle, which seems so scattered, will fit together perfectly, showing that life has led you to this particular point for a much greater reason than you imagined. This map does not point to a distant or unattainable destination, but to the luminous grandeur that exists within you, waiting to be fully manifested in all your relationships and choices. It is the roadmap to a new beginning, where the past becomes only a valuable lesson and the future, a vast and fertile field of unlimited opportunities. Stand firm, Pisces. The journey deepens, and the unfolding truth will set you free in ways you could never have imagined. Your revolution begins now, with every beat of your heart. With each revelation, Pisces, an undeniable feeling of being driven to let go, to leave behind what no longer serves or what weighed you down, intensifies within you. There is an inner driving force that invites you to let go of rigid control, to allow life to flow without your constant vigilance over what should have dissolved naturally by now. This is his genuine liberation, a truly unique and singular moment in his entire trajectory. It is not just any event. It is the culmination of a process of maturation that prepared him for this leap. You have grown. You have expanded your horizons in a way that once seemed unthinkable, and the old frame, the old expectations, no longer support you. The version of himself that settled for less, that was content with the small, with the known for convenience or fear of the unknown, no longer exists. Your soul longs for something great, for a space where it can fully manifest itself without artificial restrictions or limitations. Acknowledge this new dimension that you have reached within your being. Do not try in any way to fit your new, vibrant essence into old ways, standards, or expectations of others. That person who experienced the fall or the situation that collapsed before their eyes acts as a crystalline mirror, a precise reflection. It reflects exactly what you, Pisces, need to let go of at this time to move forward in a light and unimpeded way. It is a powerful symbol, a catalyst for your deepest detachment. Understand that by releasing this energy, you are not letting go of anything of value, but rather releasing yourself for your next glorious chapter. Honor your own growth, that vast new breadth that now defines you. Allow the current of life to carry away what needs to go, making way for your authentic, intense, and liberating glow. After releasing what no longer belongs to him, Pisces, A new challenge presents itself, and with it, an immense opportunity to finally let go of the heavy savior's cape. You have an empathetic and caring nature, but this virtue, when taken to the extreme, can turn you into the containment net for all the frailties of others. How long have you offered yourself as the unwavering support, the safe haven for the problems of everyone around you, without ever demanding the same reciprocity? This cycle, where your energy is constantly drained to sustain others, needs to be stopped. The time has come to recognize your own greatness, to assert your presence not as a secondary support, but as the majestic force that you are. It is imperative that you prioritize your own emotional, mental, and energetic sustenance. It is not selfishness, it is the purest form of self-preservation and self-love. Your vitality and well-being are your most important foundation, and without it, you will have nothing to offer. Not even yourself. Look within and see the vast ocean of ability that resides within you, waiting to be navigated by your own compass. This choice is the game changer. Staying in the old pattern means repeating past pains, reliving exhaustions, and postponing your true ascension. But deciding to prioritize yourself, freeing yourself from the responsibility of fixing what is not yours, is the path to a deep transformation. This conscious decision will mark the turning point between stagnation and its complete and radiant renewal. Take your crown, Pisces. Let the light of your own greatness shine unreservedly, without having to diminish yourself to fit anyone's fears or needs. The time to put yourself first is now. By detaching yourself from the role of savior, Pisces, you will find a space for your own truth. And this truth is sometimes accompanied by pain. Don't run away from it. Pain is not an enemy. She is a messenger, a guide to the unexplored depths of your being. Allow yourself to feel it in its fullness, without resistance, without judgment. Breathe through it. Listen to what she has to say, because behind every uncomfortable feeling that someone else's fall or your own vulnerability evokes, there is a hidden message, a precious lesson waiting to be unveiled. Life cries out for your authenticity, Pisces. She desires to see you radically you, in your purest, most vibrant and most alive essence. Don't hide under layers of conformity or other people's expectations. Your authenticity is your greatest strength, the key to a full and meaningful existence. It is a call for you to manifest yourself fully, with all its nuances, without fear of being who you really are. The truth about you is the most beautiful thing you can offer the world. The falls you have witnessed around you, these collapses in your circle of conviviality, are vivid and powerful reminders. They are not just about others. They are a mirror. They remind him of his own humanity, of his ability to stumble, to fall, but above all, of his inexhaustible ability to get up with more strength, to reinvent himself with each new dawn. They confirm that you have the resilience to get through any storm. Dare to live with an open heart, to go through pain with courage, for it is in this act of vulnerability that you will discover your true and indestructible strength. In this period of intense transformation, Pisces, be attentive. The universe, in its constant communication, is about to present an unmistakable signal. It could be an unexpected message, a conversation that comes out of nowhere, or even a reunion with someone from your past who seemed to have been left behind. This event is not random. He is a test for your heart, a subtle trial to verify your new resolve. It will be the temptation to return to what is familiar, to the known, even if it means reliving old patterns of dependence or putting oneself in the background. The racing pulse, the nostalgia, the doubt that can arise. Listen to those emotions without any judgment. They are part of the process, valuable information about what still needs to be released. But most of all, don't let the fear of the unknown or the illusion of security from the past paralyze you. The path that opens up before you requires audacity and confidence in your own discernment. The choice is yours. Stay where you are, or move forward into the new existence that awaits you. Everything that is happening right now, as challenging as it may seem, is absolutely necessary for your growth. Every fall, every detachment, every moment of painful clarity are not obstacles, but rather the foundations, the firm pillars upon which your new life will be built. These experiences shape your essence, strengthen your spirit, and prepare you for the future. Trust the process, trust your journey, and consciously choose your own freedom and renewal, even if it means saying goodbye to what you once thought you would need. Pisces, after each revelation and each detachment, understand it is vital that you do not cling to what no longer vibrates in tune with your soul, to what does not resonate with your truth. That which has already fallen apart, which has fallen by its own nature, must not be rescued nor artificially maintained. Release it completely. You are deserving of something immensely greater than the old limitations or the relationships that diminished you. Your soul longs for an expansion. This is the decisive moment for a glorious metamorphosis, a full rebirth. Recognize your own essence. You are like water, an element of pure adaptability and power. And water, in its purest nature, never remains stagnant. Water needs to constantly flow, move, turn into rivers, oceans, clouds, and rain to maintain its vitality and purpose. It adapts, finds new paths, and purifies everything it passes through. You were also made for this constant renewal, for this dance with existence. Allow yourself to flow with the current of life without resistance, without trying to hold on to what has already been carried away by the tide of time. Don't get caught up in old shores that keep you from moving forward, that limit your vastness. Reinvent yourself with each new day, with each new experience, with each inspiration. Let your creativity emerge freely, not only in art, but in the way you live, how you relate, how you shape your future and your choices. You have the inherent power to create a life that is a faithful reflection of your deepest desires, your true essence, and your unlimited potential. Embrace this intrinsic fluidity, this innate capacity for transformation, and see how abundant, satisfying, and fulfilling your existence can become. Move, Pisces, with lightness and purpose, and create your new reality, one wave at a time, one sigh of freedom after another. Pisces, as you release what does not serve and embrace your fluidity, an inner light begins to awaken within your being, brighter than ever. It is your own essence, purified and invigorated, radiating an energy that others notice and recognize instantly. You become a beacon, magnetizing looks and new connections. But in this awakening, a subtle temptation will come, the desire to go back, to revisit the known, to take refuge in what, although familiar, no longer resonates with its new frequency. It could be an old voice calling him back, a situation that seemed resolved reappearing. Here lies a crucial point, the art of distinguishing between true love, that which elevates and expands your soul, and simple attachment, which binds and limits. Authentic love liberates, attachment suffocates and imprisons. Your intuition, now renewed, sharper and sharper, will be your most faithful guide in this vital distinction. Trust it fully, the whispers of your heart, the sensations that direct you to what is genuine. It will help you filter relationships and opportunities, recognize who really vibrates in your new tune, and who tries to pull you into old patterns that no longer serve you. Take heart from the new relationships that begin to come your way, as they carry the promise of exchange and mutual growth. Celebrate the new opportunities that manifest, as they are a direct reflection of your own brilliance, of your worthiness. These connections, these unexplored paths, are gifts from the universe, perfectly aligned with your powerful new vibration. Allow yourself to be guided by this inner light that radiates from you, by this renewed intuition, and enthusiastically embrace the life that unfolds before you in its fullness. Your awakening is a gift, Pisces, and the world is ready to witness your full luminosity. Pisces, the moment of the final revelation has arrived, the missing piece to complete the great panorama. All the earthquake you felt, the falls you witnessed, the pain you went through, all of this was the master key, the essential preparation for you to finally receive something of unparalleled magnitude and grandeur in your life. The person who experienced the fall, who collapsed before your eyes, or who was in some way the catalyst for this process, was a mirrored reflection, a vivid reminder of an old and ingrained custom of yours, that of putting yourself in the background, of prioritizing the needs of others over your own. This dynamic was there to be recognized and finally transmuted. It was a last call for you to realize how much you were giving yourself excessively, forgetting yourself in the process. Now, with this release, the universe is ready to present you with a new kind of connection. The arrival of a bond is announced that will challenge all your old beliefs about love, about what is possible, and above all, about your own worthiness. It will be a union that will reset your parameters based on reciprocity, respect, and mutual growth. Or alternatively, the full acceptance of your own company as the greatest gift and the greatest source of completeness you could ever wish for. The choice is yours. Allow yourself to be surprised by life, by this new dynamic that presents itself, or choose the stillness and fullness of your own presence, which is now more than enough. Do not resist the new, nor cling to what is already gone. Take the leap of the soul. Trust your intuition, your new inner light, and move forward with courage into that promising future. This is your time to transcend, to live the truth of who you really are in your wholeness. The universe awaits you with open hands, ready for what is to come. Pisces, the leap has been made, and what is now revealed is the dawn of a new existence. Feel the gentle breeze of a beginning, the lightness that replaced the weight that accompanied it. This is not a return to an earlier point, but rather the entry into an unprecedented space, illuminated by clarity. You are now on the edge of an ocean of possibilities, with the clear waters reflecting your authentic brilliance. That great bond that has been announced is beginning to manifest, not as a distant promise, but as a palpable presence. Whether it is the deep acceptance and love for your own essence, a feeling of completeness never experienced before, or the materialization of a connection with another soul that mirrors your new frequency, the experience is one of pure attunement. This newfound link, whether internal or external, transcends old expectations. It doesn't require sacrifices, nor does it require the dilution of who you are. On the contrary, it nurtures your individuality, honors your sensitivity, and celebrates your newly awakened strength. There is no room for overexertion or the need to prove your worth. It is a fluidity of being and relating that aligns with its purest truth, a breath of relief for the soul. The old dynamics of dependence, or putting oneself in the background, dissipate like fog in the sun, revealing a basis of genuine respect and reciprocity. It is a time of deep gratitude and wonder. Allow yourself to absorb the fullness of this moment. Notice how the energy around you harmonizes with yours. If it is a connection with the other, it inspires you to be more you, to grow, to explore horizons. If it is with his own company, it fills him with a peace and self-sufficiency that makes him unshakable. The purpose of the fall was, in fact, to pave this path, freeing you from invisible bonds so that you could receive or internalize this great gift. The universe has brought you here for you to experience true freedom and the power of love in its highest and purest form. With the dawn of this new connection, or this inner plenitude, Pisces, a phase of cultivation and deepening begins. If this bond is with another person, notice how reciprocity manifests itself naturally, without demands or pressures. There is an equitable exchange, where both beings are valued in their wholeness, where support is mutual and the space for individuality is sacred. You don't have to strive to be accepted or loved. This acceptance flows freely, allowing you to reveal your vulnerabilities and your strengths without fear. It's a relationship that uplifts you, that celebrates who you are, and that inspires you to blossom even more, breaking through the shadows of past interactions. If wholeness resides in your own company, this chapter is about deepening that self-love. It is the daily manifestation of your sovereignty, where you set clear boundaries, honor your needs, and prioritize your inner peace. Each choice, each yes, and each no is an act of self-knowledge and validation. You discover that your happiness and well-being no longer depend on external validation, but on an inexhaustible source that resides in your own center. With each step, you reinforce your freedom and your ability to build a rich and meaningful life, aligned with your own values and desires. In both scenarios, vigilance is a gentle ally, not armor. It is the conscious attention not to slide back into old habits, into patterns of excessive giving or self-abnegation. Recognize that transformation is an ongoing process, a constant dance between letting go and welcoming. Cultivate this new reality with affection and persistence, nurturing the seeds of reciprocity and authenticity. You are building a new foundation, a structure of life where respect, truth, and self-love are the unshakable pillars. Each day, your essence grows stronger, and you become the living manifestation of your own revolution. Pisces, as you look back and contemplate the journey, you realize the magnitude of your transformation. That initial fall, which seemed like an abyss, proved to be the very lever for his awakening. The pains, the uncertainties, the releases, each step was a rung on the ladder of your ascension. You were reborn, not only in a figurative way, but in your deepest essence, in your way of loving, trusting, and building your own destiny. Life, in its infinite wisdom, presented the challenges so that you could recognize and reclaim your own greatness, your ability to reinvent yourself infinitely. The legacy of this journey is your self-sufficiency, your ability to discern what serves you and what needs to be left behind. It is the clarity to distinguish love that frees from attachment that imprisons. It is the courage to be you, without masks, without compromise, embracing your vulnerability as a force and your intuition as the most reliable of compasses. Always remember, your choice to prioritize yourself, to take the leap of your soul, was not an act of selfishness, but of pure truth. You have allowed yourself to receive what you truly deserve, whether in the form of an uplifting bond or in the fullness of your own company. This is the final invitation to an ongoing commitment to your evolution. The journey doesn't end here. It expands, deepens, and becomes even richer every day. The mantra, I, Pisces, embrace transformation and be reborn stronger every day, is not just a phrase to be repeated, but a truth to be lived. May it be your constant reminder of your inexhaustible capacity for renewal, your resilience, and your power to co-create the reality you desire. Continue to flow, to grow, to radiate your unique light. The future awaits your authenticity, Pisces, and with each dawn, you have the chance to reconfirm who you have become, the fullest and most radiant version of yourself.